I'm gonna be honest. What I am going to share with you, I genuinely would not believe if I didn't have the knowledge that I have, and if it was coming from somebody else. I'm so serious. So what we're about to navigate, if you're like, girl, get that out of here, I do not blame you, but just approach this with like an open heart and an open mind, because when I saw the pattern actually play out, I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the thing. Could your business be making you sick? Could your business be making you sick? Not something that I ever really considered in the past, but you all have seen me share numerous times about the battle that I have with my ovarian issues. And I'm so grateful that we're like in the process of getting everything figured out, right? But there was like the one period of time where it was just so bad. Like I thought, and I don't know if I was having a cyst rupture. Like I don't know. Right now I have a dermoid cyst, and if you don't know what that is, Google it because that will blow your mind. Oh my gosh, right? And it was like this horrible experience that was happening back to back to back to back, right? And I, being a reflector in human design, and I have all of these open centers. Like all nine of mine are, well, essentially called undefined. They're not fully open because I do have some gates that doesn't even matter. The point being is with all of the openness, there is room for susceptibility of essentially getting sick easier because of it. Okay. And so for the root, if you're at least familiar with the chakra system, right? That root down at like the base, right, of your spine. My root is undefined. Now, one of the qualities or characteristics unfavorably could be that because of, well, internal and external pressures, you could find yourself essentially with ovarian type issues, which is what I'm suffering with. Now, here's where it got interesting for me, and I started to pick up on the patterns. Okay, notice I said the word pressure, though. Pressure. I started to notice that when I had high stress situations, that is when I would have issues kind of like flare up, right? So when I had the roommate that was stealing my rent and we got evicted and I didn't know, like after that, if there are any men watching, I'm not gonna apologize because I can't help the fact that God gave me the uterus. But nonetheless, I would bleed for like I bled for like 20 something days. This was the first time it happened, right? Very high stress situation. Okay. Then fast forward, a couple more high stress situations where I've gotten into it with people, whatever. And immediately following afterwards, I was having that issue. The pain came. I couldn't eat. Water was making me vomit. It was terrible. Okay, pick up on that. Then I noticed that the same thing, high stress, but in a different way, was physical. So getting on an exercise bike and maybe overdoing it. Then next thing you know, this is happening. So I started to pick up on this pattern. I'm like, wow, the pressure from the high stress is essentially causing some sort of reaction in my body. And so when we talk about is your business making you sick, it's really not so much is it the business, but when I think about people are trying to go balls to the walls, right? You listen to the bro marketers, you listen to the Hamonzis, and well, I love Layla, but and it's not that I'm not saying don't listen to people. You listen to whoever you want to listen to. I'm just saying to be cautiously aware that when you're listening to someone who is telling you to 4x your output, 10x your output, when we talk about whatever that book is, right? 10x is better than 2x. And again, written by another white man, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will eat that L if I am wrong. But I'm just saying that the pressures that we can put on ourselves to make our business work, to make our business successful, could also be the very pressures that could make us sick, could make us not well, could make us not um, optimal, right? And so this is just something that I was thinking about because I'm not 120 today, but I was thinking about it. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I could be doing this. You sit there and you think about all the things that you could be doing, all the things that you could be doing. And the reality is maybe, yes, you could actually be doing those things. Is that good for you, though? Like, sure, there's that version of you, the future version of you that would be like, oh my gosh, yeah, you did all this stuff. Ooh, good job. And at the same time, then there could be that version of you that's like, oh, if you just didn't put so much pressure on yourself, we would have been fine. God would have worked it all out. Like your angels and the angels of the customers, they're congregating, they're getting together, they're making the plans, like they're coming. It's okay, you could chill out, right? And especially when it comes to my generators and my manifesting generators, because y'all can be on go. I appreciate being married to a manifesting generator. I appreciate so much being married to a manifesting generator because my husband, he don't know how to sit down. And as a reflector, I was just like, oh, honey, no, you need to rest. No, honey, sit down. No, honey, you need to do that. No, honey, no. And really, it's like he got the energy for it. So let me just sit back like the queen that I am. And if that man want to go do. But, but I will step in when I'm able to sense that the pressure that he's putting on himself is making him unwell in any kind of way. I'm like, you need to stop what you're doing, get in the bed, we're going to go take a nap, right? I can sense that's my partner. I can sense that. I can sense that. I can see it. I can see it on his face. And so while there is, yes, we can do the things and we might have those moments where we could have the energy. We just always need to check in with ourselves because some of the ways that we pressure ourselves are not just like, oh, I'm just going to have like this sprint and do this thing. And then like, that's kind of it. Like, it's more relatable to here's how I'm going to every single day, and boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to da 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 da. And it's like, okay. Now, yes, systems and processes, that's going to help tremendously. But if you do not have them in place, if they are not effective, bring it down some. Bring it down a little bit and work your way and start to notice how your body feels. If you have high energy days, how do you feel after that? Are you crashing? Does this feel sustainable for you? Is it that it's not sustainable because maybe there are some things that you need to do for your health? When's the last time you had your labs done? Just check in with yourself because nobody's going to know better than you. Like, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. That's for you to discern for yourself, right? But we can always bring awareness to it so that we do know how to check in. One of the things that I used to do with clients, or kind of around like the onboarding period, is we would do these like body scans and I would have them learn how to essentially discern from like how their body feels from something that is a hell yes from something that is a hell no. And so then that way moving forward when we're working together, when they're not with me or even if they are with me, it's like if it's a hell no, even if it's to something that I suggest, like stand in that. My body is saying no to this. Okay. Okay. You know? Um, and so our bodies, they're our bodies speak to us. Our bodies let us know when things are not working, when things are wrong, when things are going well. And I think that we do spend so much time doing the mindset work, which is great, right? Which is great. I can't remember who coined this saying, but they were saying like, at least in regards to hypnotherapy, like in the hypnotherapy world, that the body is like a robot. And in some ways, I mean, with the things that I've learned how to do and get people to do with their bodies, like, yes, but when we're not trying to be in control of the body and we let the body just be, there's so much information for us to get. So, all in all, I just want you to make sure that you are taking the best care of yourself and that you are being hyper aware of how your business and the work that you are doing is affecting you physically. What's the cliche saying, like your health is your wealth? Like, honey, if you are broke down, you can't do but so much, right? And I want everybody to, well, not everybody, I don't want the racists or the neo-Nazis, but everybody outside of that for the most part, to prosper, to win in life, and to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Like, imagine how shitty it would be that you don't even get to enjoy the fruits because you're so worn down from trying to plow the land and plant all the seeds, and instead of like letting like the rain come and water the plants. Like, you're out there every day now, you're like, I need to water each and every individual. Like, imagine like the amount of pressure and time and stress to do that, when you could maybe just take a little bit of a back seat and know that it's all going to work out, right? The rain is going to come. The plants will be watered, right? So, anyways, that is it. I'm gonna go get in the bed. I'm gonna go get in the bed, and I'm gonna have me a grand old time doing stuff on the computer without the stress, without the pressure. I talked about this yesterday. When I'm not well, like, what is the bare minimum? What is at least the bare minimum? What is the least the bare minimum? And I know that like, I sat down, even though I don't feel the best, I sat down, I made this video. This is not scripted. I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from my soul. And this is just something that I want us to be able to have more conversations about. I'm not like a health expert or anything like that, but I am a person who is passionate about people. Okay, so I want to see all of you happy and well and successful and thriving and prospering and all the things. Okay, and if you are not inside of the Magnetic Visibility Circle Premium, oh my gosh, did we not have a blast today on our group call? I'm talking about everybody is just nerding out over AI, is sharing like this tool that they use and how they're using it, and this tool that they use and how they're using it. And I could not be more grown. I wasn't okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I could genuinely not be more grateful for that space. We are small, but we are mighty. Right now, we are small, but we are mighty. And I'm grateful for every last person, whether they were able to show up on the call or not. Their presence is felt. And to those who do show up and just share and engage and give, and like, oh my gosh, just the level of excitement and just, I am grateful. I'm grateful. I truly am. So thank you if they're watching. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to see you inside of the Magnetic Visibility Circle. If you are not in there, you need to go ahead and get your butt in there. There's lots of goodies in there. Oh my gosh. I couldn't even, matter of fact, that's what I want you to do. I want you to go and do the CEO energy alignment audit. That's what I want you to do. That is your homework. That is your homework. You will find that inside of our A to Z tools and resources library, inside of the premium level, which as of today, I don't know about tomorrow, but as of today, is only $7 a month. Okay. So I'm going to see you inside of our community.